Hi, this is Neil Howe, host of the Trust Factor Radio and the authorityarchitect.com. And I have been interviewing different local business marketers from all over the country for the past year. And in 2019, I've interviewed over 100 local marketers just to see what it is that they are working on and what they are doing to get the results for their clients. What is working now and what is working or what will be working going forward into 2020. Most recently, I've done a series, Local Business 2020, a vision for the future, really kind of breaking down those questions like what's working now and what do people need to focus on in the future. And when it comes down to it, out of all these local marketers from all across the country that I have interviewed over the last year, there is one area that stands out above everything else that they do, and that is getting people featured on the map, the Google My Business listing, making that show up, because that's where the calls and the business is coming from. So what I want to do today is kind of walk through some of the things that I've learned from all these people, as well as show you some research that has been put together that kind of solidifies these things that I've been talking about with other local marketers. If you can follow on my website, which is theauthorityarchitect.com / how to get more local business clients. And what I've done here is, yes, I've received all this information and I've been doing all the research myself into just what's working now, but and it's all on the Trust Factor Radio. You can hear most of the episodes on there talking about what's working now with these other marketers. But what I wanted to do is kind of put that all together and show you some of the reasons why with other surveys and experiments that other local business companies have done over the past couple of years, just to show you the proof that what I'm saying is actually true. So again, theauthorityarchitect.com / how to get more local business clients. I've got an article up here that shows just the absolute, well, it's called A Guide to Landing More Local Business Clients, the absolute necessity of being highly visible in the Google Maps local 3-pack. So I want to go through and share some of that information with you, just to reiterate what all these digital marketers have been saying, and that is, you know, they've been seeing the best results from the local pack, and they do whatever they can to get their clients in that section, because that is what is making the biggest difference, and of course keeping their customers and clients happy. So if you are a business that sells services locally, appearing in the Google Map local 3-pack is the most important thing that you can do to increase phone calls, leads, and customers, as I'm going to share with you by just kind of going through this article. And again, The Authority Architect, How to Get More Local Business Clients. If you want to read along, you can go there and you can read this article when you wish. So the 3-pack is the group of the 3 local businesses that appears at the very top of the Google search listings, or just below that section of paid advertisements. And I want to talk about the different paid aspects of this as well. But in general, according to a study by SEO Clarity, the 3-pack ranks in the #1 position in 93% of Google searches that have that local intent, that has a map that actually comes up. So this makes the 3-pack an absolute essential location for your business, because it quickly reveals to searchers that you're the most relevant, and especially when combined with the right review profile. And we'll talk in depth about how reviews are really driving actions in local business marketing. So in other words, it provides an at-a-glance snapshot of your business in a busy world where people are making buying decisions based on A, whether they can find your business at all, and B, what others are saying about your business. Now, this isn't what you are saying about your business. This is what others are saying about your business, what is driving the actions that people are taking when they are finding you in the 3-pack. So being ranked highly in the 3-pack goes beyond just visibility or maps ranking for maps ranking's sake. In fact, it directly ties into the buying decision. And research by Google shows that 76% of people who conduct a local search contact a business within 24 hours. So that's 3/4 of the people out there that are searching are going to contact you within 24 hours, which is absolutely phenomenal. And 28% of those results result in a purchase. So 28% of the people that are contacting a local business results in an actual purchase of a product or a service within 24 hours. So when you're ranked highly within the 3-pack, you are definitely on your way to a lot more phone calls and increased sales for your services. Now, on this email, on this web page, I show the 3-pack results on a mobile device, because most people are searching from a mobile device as they're on the go. So from their phones, customers can click on your business name, which gives them more information about your company. And again, we're talking about the 3-pack results here. They're not necessarily clicking on the phone right away. They're not clicking on your website. They're clicking on your business name, and they are finding more information about your business. So when they do that, they can use the click to call button directly from the 3-pack results, or they can hit that business name that gives them a little bit more information. But the click to call function is essential to the growth of your business, because another Google study shows that 70% of mobile searchers click to call a business from the Google results. So in a world of constant smartphone usage, your clients want a way to push a button and instantly be connected with your business. And that is harder to do from your website. Unless you have a click-to-call function on your web. Most businesses still don't have that. So since the 3-pack results are largely displayed based on the location of the searcher, your ability to get more phone calls and leads to your business is based on 2 critical factors. That's one, the visibility, which means you need to outrank your competitors and be seen in as many parts of town as possible. And there are many factors that play into your ability to be able to do that. But ultimately, it comes down to 3 things. It comes down to geo, which is your location and how close you are to the searcher and how relevant you are. It comes down to brand. You'll notice in the search results that a lot of the big brands like Yellow Pages and Yelp and Home Advisor, and Justia and other ones for real estate, they all show up on the front page, and it doesn't give many opportunities for the actual local business to show in those organic listings, which are below the map pack, because these big brands are taking at least 50% of those listings. So what can you do? Well, you have to build your brand to be the most relevant, and that requires your name to be all over the internet in as many places as possible. So we've got geo, which is location. We've got brand, which is the second most important. And then we've got niche. You want to have a ton of content on your website. These websites with just 5, 10, 15 pages aren't really doing a great deal in ranking anymore. You want to have a lot of content on your web, talking all about your niche to show that you are the most relevant in Google's eyes. Now, that is all to do with the visibility. The second part is reviews. And you've got to have a lot of reviews, because nothing's going to get a potential customer to act faster than a lot of glowing reviews. On the other hand, if you have a lack of reviews or negative reviews, that can be really damaging to your business as well. Something else is Google users trust the Google 3-pack more than the paid ads. Now, when we talk about the paid ads, we are looking at things like the Google Guarantee or the Google Local Service ads, which can appear at the top, mostly for service-based businesses. Then you've got your pay-per-click or your AdWords below that. So you've got 6 paid ads right there. You can sometimes find a paid ad in the map pack, which has been working pretty well for some people. And then you've generally got 3 ads at the bottom of the page under the organic listing. So you can have as many as 10 paid ads on a web page, but generally they're not going to get the majority of the clicks. And I've got more information about that a little later on. Okay, so there's a few ways to gain visibility on page 1 of Google's local search results. You can pay for the ads, go through Google AdWords, or you can be ranked highly in the 3-pack, or you can be one of the 10 organic listings which are below the 3-pack. Now, obviously, you want to be above that fold, and you want to be one of the first results that come up. And because your advertising budget is vital to the success of your business, you may be wondering which section gets the most attention. The 3-pack here is the clear winner. Why? Because it is consistently noticed more often when it comes to local searches. Google ads fall behind both the 3-pack and the top 10 organic listings because people don't find those paid ads to be trustworthy or even relevant in the search engine results. So a recent study by Search Engine Watch found that 68% of searchers prefer the local 3-pack, 27% prefer the organic results, which show up below that 3-pack, and only 10% trust the paid search results. So as you can see, only 1 of 3 spots garners 68%, which is over 2/3 of the trust when people are doing a search. So the 3-pack here is an absolute must because that's where the trust from the searchers is going. 68% of people are trusting the 3-pack as the most relevant and trusted search on the page. Also, paid results often provide little return on investment because the average cost per click is very high and growing every year, especially if you're in some of those really competitive businesses like HVAC and plumbing and attorneys and dentists and doctors. Those costs per click can just absolutely skyrocket. And one of the reasons for that is because they're not trusted, they only get a small percentage of the overall clicks. And in order to compete for all those clicks, it drives up the cost per click of each one. Companies that use AdWords see a really low click-through rate of about 2% or less, according to WordStream. And even if you manage to get a decent number of clicks, the average conversion is dismal at 2 to 3% on the high end. So that means you would need about 100 clicks to get about 2 or 3 calls, and that is not very appealing, especially if you're paying $50 per click. You have to have a hugely high value offer in order to make your money back. So Google users usually skip the paid ads and move straight into the 3-pack to determine which business they should contact. Will it be yours? Are you there? And if not, if 2% of all clicks and 2 to 3% conversion sounds better, then maybe you stick with the paid ads. Well, the 3-pack receives the majority of the actual clicks on a results page at a 44%, according to Moz. And I've got a diagram on theauthorityarchitect.com/how to get more local business clients. it shows the breakdown of the clicks on a search engine result page, with the 3-pack getting 44% of the clicks. Now, right below the 3-pack, there's a little button that says more local results, and that gets another 8%. So out of all the clicks on the page, the map is getting 52% in this study that was done by Moz. So 52% of the clicks are going to those 3 results that are in the map pack. And then, 29% is going to the organic clicks. And of course, there's 10 of those results. So it's split between all 10 of them. So the Moz study shows that searchers like the 3-pack the most. The results also found that searchers were less likely to click on the business website link or directions, and instead they clicked on the business name itself, which sends them, like I said before, to the Google My Business listing, where they can find the business's phone number, they can find the driving directions, and recall from what I said before that your potential customers are making actual buying decisions from the 3-pack. So they're not even making it to the website, they're making their buying decisions from, are you visible, are you showing up in the 3-pack, and what kind of reviews you have. So they're not even making it many times to your actual website. So it's important to note that businesses that did not have reviews received no interest at all from searchers. So if you have no reviews, nobody's even looking at you. And I'll talk more about the importance of reviews in a minute, but this study showed that positive reviews are vital to spark customer interest and are a must to be noticed in the 3-pack. This study, along with the next one that I'm going to show you, shows that companies with the highest rating in the 3-pack received the most attention, though the organic listing in the second study represented 40% of the clicks and finished first. The 3-pack finished second with 33% of customer interest. And I've got a heat map on that page. Again, theauthorityarchitect.com/how to get more local business clients. And you can see in this test that they did that the actual, this was a heat map. So they monitor where people's eyes are going on the search result page. The number 1 position in the map got a lot. The number 2, because they had a 5-star, they had a 5.0, they got a lot of action as well. But then because the number 1 on the map and the number 1 on the organic listings were the same company, that one got the most action out of all 3 of them. So in this other study, it shows again the breakdown of the paid clicks, the total 3-pack clicks, the more local results, which is clicking on that little blue writing that comes below the map pack, and the organic clicks. So again, the paid clicks was about 13% overall in this study, with the 3-pack receiving 33% overall. But the more local results got 14%. So that's 47% overall were on the map. And then again, the organic clicks got 40%. So still the map gets the most clicks out of anything. And what I see from the map pack and the clicks that come from that is they're actually driving calls to the business. Whereas if people click on your website from the organic search, it gets taken to your actual business webpage. And then they are looking through everything that's on your page, but they're not necessarily making the call from there. What happens is there's 2 points of entry into your business generally, and that is from the map pack. People are finding you because you've been visible there. They're also looking at your reviews and they're making a decision from there, or they're finding you in the organic listings and they're clicking on your website. But as they click on your website, what they're doing is they're looking through and they're getting some information, but because you are putting that information up there, it's not necessarily trusted like a third-party recommendation. So what they end up doing is they will type in your business name to Google, and they will do a search for your business name, or maybe the owner's name and a business name if you are a doctor or dentist that works, or a consultant or a coach that works with people individually. They will put that business name as well as the owner's name into a search, and they'll look to see what comes up. And again, they're looking for that third party credibility. They're looking for the reviews. They're looking for anything that positions you as an expert before they make that buying decision. So ultimately, you know, there's another search being done once they find you in the organic listing search. So let's talk about the importance of the reviews in your Google 3-pack listing. Customer reviews have a big impact on the behavior of customers and the performance of a company's brand. Now, reviews may quite literally make or break sales or service, and the quality and quantity of online feedback plays a huge role in your company's bottom line. And according to another survey from Bright Local, they say 88% of consumers read online reviews, and 85% of people trust them just as much as a personal recommendation. And of course, if we get a personal recommendation from somebody, we're really going to put a lot of trust in that, and we're definitely going to go search out that company before looking at anything else. So a lack of user reviews in Google and other crowdsourced review websites like Yelp, or ignoring consumer reviews as a potential marketing opportunity, means that a company is excluding a whopping 88% of the buying community. So if you don't have reviews up about your business, you're pretty much excluding yourself from the 88% of people who read reviews and the 85% of people that trust them. So you don't have many left after that. So in other words, consumers want to read reviews to help them with their buying decisions, and your business loses an opportunity to attract customers when they are deprived of them. Now, while location and price can be important factors in choosing a local business, no other factor is more important than positive customer reviews. Research shows that 68% of customers are more likely to use a local business after reading positive reviews, while 40% of customers go to competitors when they read bad reviews. So having good reviews and more of them is essential for your business. Now, the average number of stars that a company receives makes a huge impression as well on customers' influences and the rate at which they contact a company in the 3-pack. So listings with 5-star reviews earned 69% of the attention on the 3-pack. If there was a 4-star, it earned 59%, and 3-star earned 44. So if you have some reviews and you're in the 3s or even below that, you're missing out on half the eyeballs and the attention from people who are searching. If you have a 5.0, you're getting 69% of that traffic looking at your site as the most important one. And then they're also looking at the 4s. If you obviously the closer you are to a 5.0, the more people are going to be looking at your business instead of others. So the number of reviews is also important for consumer trust as well. Customers read as many as 21 or more reviews before making a purchase of services. Now, this is a little bit more than normal. The normal is between 2 to 10 reviews, and that makes up 83% of consumers. So that's the biggest chunk. They read 2 to 10 reviews, but 7% will read more than 10. And then you've got that that other 6% that will read more than 21. So regardless, if you have 2 to 10 reviews, you are definitely in that normal range and attracting 83%. But if you have less than that, you are neglecting 17% of the business out there who read, more than 10 reviews before they make a buying decision. That is a good chunk, 17%. That's almost 1 in 5 will want to see more than 10 reviews. So it is very important to gather those reviews as well. So I want to talk about the importance of the reviews for 3-pack visibility. Online reviews are also important because they can somewhat influence a business's ability to rank in the Google 3-pack as well as in the organic or the natural search engine results. There is also some speculation that reviews on third-party review sites can help you rank better too. And according to Forbes, Google uses information from many third-party directories and review sites like Yelp. And whether Google only factors in Google reviews or third-party reviews as well, the bottom line is that the more positive reviews that you have, the higher your chance becomes at ranking in Google's 3-pack, and not below the 3-pack line, where you find that link for more places. Now, you don't necessarily want to be in that spot because there's more businesses to compete with and they get way less searches. So while ranking in local search results, the results that appear just below the 3-pack continues to be a top factor in whether a company will rank in the 3-pack. Typically depending on many variables like we discussed earlier, which was the geo, the brand, and the niche, and what content you have on your website. A well-optimized website and reviews dominate all other factors according to a local SEO guide. So why do reviews help? Reviews help Google to use a number of signals for its ranking factors, and reviews help Google search engines to determine trending businesses, which can increase a company's ranking. This works because reviews have date stamps on them, so current customer engagement is visible to the search engine. And that is why you'll observe in this graph below that the average weekly and monthly reviews as well as new reviews in the past month play a big role in search engine results placement in the 3-pack. So there are some major factors when looking at reviews. Google looks at the number of reviews with the keyword in it. So any reviews that you get, you want to try and get some of those keywords that people are searching. They're also looking for the number of reviews with your city in it. They're looking for the amount of Google reviews that you have. And they're looking for the average yearly reviews. They're looking for the average monthly reviews. So they're really looking at how many reviews are coming in a year, in a month, and a weekly basis, as well as other things like photos have a big impact as well on how you can rank in the local 3-pack. So it is really important that you have a review strategy so that any business that you do, you're asking people to review you online, because the recency and the rate of reviews is a major ranking factor for Google to show up in the 3-pack. So the bottom line on reviews, the importance of online reviews is rising in every important customer category, and numerous surveys indicate that consumers want reviews when making buying decisions. And Google's search results use consumer reviews when determining ranking factors for the 3-pack. So user reviews are important, and that is not going to change. So the longer you wait to start optimizing your reviews, and the more you stand to lose. Online shoppers demand reviews, and they are responsible for better online visibility and ranking in organic search results and within the 3-pack. Now, I mentioned this a little bit earlier, and this is really key for going forward into 2020. A Bright Local study is basically saying that websites are becoming less of a factor when it comes to actually making decisions. So they conducted tests for the past several years, and it shows a trend that simply cannot be ignored. Consumers are relying less and less on websites to determine if they will do business with you or not. And instead, what matters is what we talked about before, is visibility, which is appearing in the 3-pack for as many keywords as possible and as many parts of town as possible, and reviews. And Bright Local concluded that their findings showed 17% fewer people will visit a business website after reading good reviews than in 2016, and 37% this year, which is 2018, compared to 54% in 2016. So less and less people are actually going to your business website to make a decision. They're making their decisions based on, did they find you in the 3-pack, and do you have good reviews? So that is huge information for anybody to know. So what does this ultimately mean for you? It means that you must start to work on, with digital marketing companies whose top priority is to understand that consumers are visiting websites less and less each year, and instead they're relying on visibility and a solid review profile to determine if they call you or if they come into your business at all. So it is really important. Now, most digital marketing companies are only focused on ranking websites in the organic search results, or maybe managing an AdWords campaign. And none of these have the trust, the visibility, and the attention of your potential customers like the 3-pack does. So to bring this all together, in conclusion, appearing in the Google Maps Local 3-pack is the first step to attracting attention to your brand and encouraging people to call your business. So work to create a superior Google 3-pack presence and look sharp and relevant with lots of positive reviews, or you're going to suffer defeat at the hands of perceptive business owners who compete with you, who are already heavily leveraging these factors. So if now is the time for your business to appear in the 3-pack, and you are ready to do what needs to be done to make that happen, I do encourage you to reach out to me. You can go to theauthorityarchitect.com and you can read this article, / how to get more local business clients. On the website, you can click the book a consultation button, and we can sit down, we can talk about the goals that you have for your business in 2020. Or if you want to just shoot me an email, you can shoot me an email at Neil, that's Neil, at theauthorityarchitect.com. Make sure you leave your name, your website address, and your business phone number. And, I'll get back in contact with you and have a look at your website and share some information with you. But as I said at the start, I've interviewed over 100 local digital marketing agencies across the country in the last year, and most of them are still focusing on the SEO part, but they see the importance of the Google Maps, and that's where they say their clients are getting most results. And I think by sharing a lot of this information with you today, and you can read it a little bit better maybe than I explained it at theauthorityarchitect.com / how to get more local business clients. You can read that information there. But it's time for action for 2020. This is what's working now. If you want to be relevant going into 2020 and in the future, you want to think about visibility. Are you showing up in the 3-pack? And reviews. Is your business getting reviews? Because ultimately that is what is driving the phone calls for your business. So I hope this was interesting and enlightening for you. Make sure you take action going into 2020, and look forward to talking to you soon.